Hi everyone, my name is Valerie. For today's video, I'm going to be giving you the ultimate at-home laser hair removal review. I'm a bit new to this as well, but I'm going to try my best to give you my honest opinions on this device. And for this specific video, I'm going to be referring to the BRAUN Silk Expert Pro 5 IPL device. And no, this video is not sponsored. I wish it was, but I just thought this device was the best option for me and my needs. Throughout this video, we're going to be going over how to use it, some pros and cons, and my final overall thoughts on this IPL device. I want this video to cover as much as possible to be of help if you're also thinking about investing in one of these devices, especially since summer is just around the corner and you want those silky smooth legs. And just a disclaimer, I am by no means a professional. I am not telling you what you should and shouldn't do. I'm just stating what has worked best for me. Do your research, talk to an esthetician, a doctor, do what you think is best for you. Alright, now that we've covered all of that, let's get back into the video. So the device actually comes in this cute little sleek bag. I think this bag is super cute. Makes me feel grown, like a big girl purchase if you will. The material kind of feels like a little bit like suede, but I don't think it is. It's just like a really hard plastic. It comes with like a little strap to carry it. Looks like a little bit like a purse, if I'm being honest. And it also comes with this little button to open and close it. Now I'm going to show you what's actually on the inside, how it looks. So opening it up, I think it looks pretty. It's a bit messed up because of how I put it back in, but I think the setup actually looks really pretty. Here I can just swing it out, just being careful. And then I'll show you guys what's on the inside, which is, it's pretty roomy in there, everything fits. I can even put this without nothing back in there and it won't damage nothing. So aside from the main device, it also comes with a razor. I didn't actually put that in there because I already used it and I just don't want to show that on camera, but it does come with a razor. It comes with 3 extra tips. There's one that's actually already attached to the device and it comes with like the cable. Unfortunately, there were no sunglasses that were provided, which honestly sucks in my opinion, but you know, we'll get over it. I had some extra ones lying around, but no, this does not come with sunglasses. So I took the device out of the bag just to show you guys what it looks like a little bit more up close. It's pretty lightweight, not much going on. The only thing that snaps off and on is the cap. Here it is. Snap it back on. There's no button, you literally just pull it off. These 2 buttons here, the bottom one is to turn it on and the top one is to activate it. To activate it, it'll let you know the sensors here on the side. The cap that's on here is actually the wide cap and this is a more precision one. I don't know if you can see the difference. The other 2 are very similar to the ones I just showed you. So it's 4 caps in total. Here are the tips, 2 big wide ones and another 2 for closer precision. The smaller ones I think are for face, fingers and stuff, like places that are harder to reach. I usually stick to wide cap for everything, mainly because it's just more convenient for me, but you know, you can work with either or. The manual here also gives you instructions on how to use it and it also has a picture on the skin types that are suitable for the laser. Alright, so when I'm actually doing my laser routine, I try to stick to doing everything in one day and limiting that to once a week. My whole routine is from like the morning all the way into the evening, not consecutively, but I just try to split it up into one day. A little bit of a self-care Sunday, if you will. I usually take a shower in the morning. I try to exfoliate and shave as best as I can. It's better to exfoliate with a loofah. It doesn't matter which kind you get, if it's like the hand gloves, the towels, or like the little fluffy ones, as long as it's able to gently like exfoliate the skin. After the exfoliating process in the shower, I shave, but I only shave with the direction of the hair growth. I don't shave against it because for me it causes a lot of serious like irritation bumps, like razor burns, and that's not good to have when you're about to laser. To know which direction the hair falls in, it's very easy. Just like you can grab your arm or grab your leg and kind of brush along the hair to see which direction it pulls towards, and you're going to want to shave in that direction. After I finish my little shower routine, I actually put on some loose pants or even some shorts just to let my skin breathe and recover for a few hours before starting my treatment. I think that gives enough time for my skin to have that window of cleanliness, but not exactly sensitivity. So I just now plugged in the device. The cable is actually pretty long. It's connected to the other side of the room, which is actually pretty far from where I'm standing. Now that it's actually plugged in, I'm gonna turn it on. So right here, this button. When it turns on, it actually is set to the highest setting. If you want to change it to medium or even low setting, you just click this button and the lights move. I usually keep it to the highest setting. The highest setting for me may work, but it may not work for you. It may be a little bit too strong for you. So just play around with the settings and see what works. There's a light sensor on the side that indicates whether it's detecting skin or not. So when I put it to my skin, you'll see that the light turned on. Light means that it's ready to go. I can click away. There's some parts where it's gonna show up red, so it's detecting the skin, but not really. Like, you need to move the device around a little bit. You see how it's red. No matter how many times I click that, it's not gonna do anything. So just keep that in mind. And to turn it off, you're just gonna press down on this button. And it's off. So I mentioned earlier in the video that it actually didn't come with any sunglasses. From what I read on the website and even in the manual, it says you technically don't need them, but if you just want to be safe, be sure to invest in a pair. You just simply kind of have to intuitively move the device across your skin and kind of just hope for the best. You'll notice later on when you do more treatments that some places are going to have more hair than others, and that's kind of when you start doing the spot treatments. For some aftercare, you can just rub down some lotion, some aloe vera. Just be wary of the places in which you sweat, because if you apply to those areas, it can cause a lot of itchiness once the hair grows back. It's also important to not wax or tweeze in between your sessions, just simply because you want the hair to actually still be inside the follicle for the laser treatment to work. And last aftercare tip, be careful not to go out into the sun right away, because your skin is still sensitive and it may cause some irritation. And that's basically it for my routine. Going into the pros and cons of this device, here are a couple that I think are important to mention. Going into the pros first, this device is pretty much safe to use anywhere. You can use it on your legs, your arms, your bikini area, your face. Of course, some areas may be more sensitive than others, but in my opinion, I think you can use it anywhere. It's also quick and efficient. I usually take a little longer, probably 40 to 60 minutes, simply because I like to take breaks in between and because I tend to watch TV, so I get a bit distracted. I've heard that other people can do it in like 25 minutes or less. It honestly just depends on how much you're lasering away and if you don't have much hair to begin with. It's also quick and convenient. I literally do it in the comfort of my own home. I sometimes do it in the living room where I am now, just simply sitting on the floor. I do it on the floor near my bed or even on my bed. It's just very easy and it's not as much of a hassle as going out to a salon. Now I'm gonna list the cons. I kind of went in blind going into the whole laser treatment thing. I did not know that my first session was actually gonna hurt a lot. It is not pain-free. The girlies lied on this one. It is not pain-free. It's gonna hurt the first time. It hurt me the first time. I was like in a cold sweat. I couldn't handle it. I was shivering all over. I had goosebumps all over my skin. It was just not a great first time experience. However, by the second and third time that I did it on my own, it got better. The pain was still there, but it lessened a little bit. Prepare yourself, because it is not completely pain-free. The price, when I was doing my research, most were $200 and up. This specific device that I got, the BRAUN Silk, it was actually about like $430, $450 with taxes and everything included. It's expensive. It really is expensive. But I was willing to pay a little bit more money to have a better quality device. So for the third con, a lot of people talk about the negative side effects for the skin after lasering. Some people have gotten hyperpigmentation, they've gotten burns and scars, irritation, sensitivity to the skin. Even on the device it says that it can cause skin cancer because of the radiation, but fortunately for me, I have not gotten any of these symptoms. My skin has actually been pretty smooth, no pain or anything, so I'm glad for that. However, I just wanted to put this in the con because a lot of people experience this because it is a serious issue. Alright, we're getting to the end of the video, so just to check in, comment down below if these tips were helpful to you, and I'd also like to know your reason for considering laser hair removal. All in all, I think laser hair removal has honestly been the best thing for me. I feel like I'm someone who has had thick hair, very hairy arms and legs as a child. I was pretty self-conscious for a lot of my childhood and teenage years. So I just wanted something that was a bit more of a permanent solution. Throughout the years, I've tried the Nair lotion, tweezing, waxing. Shaving is a classic, so I'm not gonna complain about that. But literally none of them has worked as good as trying the laser hair removal at home. With the laser hair removal, my hair doesn't grow back as thick. In some areas, it's very sparse and it even doesn't grow back at all. And I really like that. There's minimal irritation, it grows back softer, and I honestly rarely ever get ingrown hairs. I think it's worth it buying the device and doing it yourself at home. I know that if you go to a salon, what I paid like 400 bucks, you're gonna pay 400 bucks every single session with this device. One-time payment, and you can do it as many times as you want. It's a long-lasting device if you take care of it. So I truly recommend you try out this device. I don't mind doing a little bit of DIY at home, so this was not a hassle for me, and I honestly rather do it myself than have to pay someone else to do it for me. The process is a bit longer compared to tweezing or waxing. It takes about 2 months to complete the total session as a whole, but I literally saw results in like the first 3 weeks of using this device. At this point, I've done about 12 sessions, which is about the recommended treatment time, but because my hair is actually a bit more coarse, it's a bit darker, I'm gonna go for about 3 more sessions just to kind of have a better effect on the hair that's growing back. Then after that, I think I'm gonna start the spot treatments, and hopefully I'm finished by like the 15th or 16th session. I honestly think it's one of those things where you have to trust the process. I'm glad it worked on me and my skin. I haven't seen any hyperpigmentation, nor have I had any serious irritation. I did end up with a bit of like, I don't want to say burn, but a bit of dryness on my wrist, but that's because I did the high intensity laser on a place where I get eczema. It really caused like a little bit of dryness on the skin. However, after putting some lotion on, it went away on its own, so just be mindful if you do have prior skin conditions. But other than that, I've actually had no other side effects. In terms of how I feel, I actually feel way more confident in showing my legs before even after shaving. I would still be a little bit self-conscious because you would see the pores underneath my skin because of how dark my hair was, how thick it was. But now doing the laser, my strawberry legs are almost gone, and I'm so happy for that. And you know, I've grown, I've come to accept my body hair. I don't mind having it, but doing this laser hair removal honestly was a good experience for me. I've never had smooth legs, and I love having smooth legs for once in my life. I know this isn't exactly permanent, but it does slow down the hair growth for months, even years, and I'm honestly okay with that. If my hair grows back, whatever, it's gonna grow back eventually, but I'll be fine with it. I just really wanted to try this laser hair removal and really experience everything from waxing, tweezing, shaving. I found what works best for me. Alright, so closing out this video, in my honest opinion, I definitely recommend doing laser hair removal at home. It's a total game changer, and I think it's so worth it. It's a bit pricey, but it's a good investment for something quick and efficient. So that's it for this video. I think I covered most of what I wanted to talk about. Comment down below if I missed anything, or if you have any questions. I can probably make a separate video, a little Q&A to answer anything you guys want to ask. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!